Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Thermos and continue on. Themis, not Thermos, there's no R. Where familiars dare. Well, better than eagles. Themis is eager to commence the investigation into Pandæmonium. Now then, my proposal is a simple one. Let us journey to Pandæmonium together. Our destination is the same, and I suspect the arrangement would work in our mutual benefit. Besides, I should have no trouble gaining us both access. I do hope you agree. I would be loath to part ways from the falling star I had been waiting for so long. Originally, I had planned to conduct my investigation with the friend I mentioned earlier. She had also noticed the anomaly near Pandæmonium, so it only seemed natural that we should investigate it together. However, she eventually decided that it would be unwise for us both to go. If two members of our organization were seen poking our heads about restricted facilities, it could raise some questions, you see. I decided to go alone, but she left me with these words. Fear not, for in my absence a star shall fall before you. While I could not comprehend her meaning at the time, I believe now I understand. She does have a way of being right about these things. Even so, her hints of what to come are generally more cryptic. I suppose I should have kept my gaze to the heavens. Suffice it to say, I'm grateful for your presence either way. My skull isn't, though. It's still got a big crack in it. As for the matter at hand, we must first gain permission from the words of La Habrea for entry into Pandæmonium. There ought to be a speaker waiting at Anagonorsis. I can't pronounce any of these names right. Anyway, let's head on over. Okay, we entered over from here instead of over here, like last time. Or, like we did before. Alright, speaker of La Habrea. There you are. Or word of La Habrea speaker. First to talk to Themis. I sent a request for permission before setting forth to Elpis. With luck, we shall not be waiting for long. Alright, words of La Habrea speaker. Let us in. We won't, I swear we won't cause any trouble. What a fascinating etheric signature. Ahem. In accordance with the Convocation's request, the two of you have been granted leave to observe Pandæmonium. I shall register your ether for the records. From this point on, you may freely come and go from Pandæmonium as you please. Well, that's nice. Now, that was a painless process. I take this as a sign that we were meant to conduct our investigations further. Of course, while you have been permitted entry into the facility, the specimens housed inside must be handled with the utmost care. You are to heed the warden's instructions at all times. Those who conduct their work within Pandæmonium are called wardens, for their role with respect to the creatures within. Generally, creations that pose a threat to the safety of the star must be undone. However, the words of La Habrea has deemed certain creations as worthy of further study, entering them within the facility. Those who spend their days in Pandæmonium are not merely researchers. They must work tirelessly to ensure that none of their subjects slip their shackles. For all intents and purposes, the place is a dungeon. Perhaps such a comparison arouses frightful imagery, but Pandæmonium is a frightful place. I know not the purpose of your investigation, but if you discover aught that merits a report, pray do so with utmost haste. Master La Habrea shall guide us upon the proper course of action from there. Then I take it that means you have detected nothing amiss of late? The wardens have reported nothing that would cause alarm. Minor fluctuations in aether have been observed, but surely Master La Habrea would have acted if there were anything to worry about. Right. I see. It appears La Habrea is kept well abreast on the goings-on here. Then, I hope I am not overstepping my boundaries by asking, but you seem to be quite familiar with Master La Habrea. Do you know him? Yeah? Know him? We've met! Oh, the stories I could tell. That a mere familiar would have had the honor to meet Master La Habrea. He is not known to be easily afforded others his time, so you must be extraordinary indeed to be granted even a moment of it. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely didn't kill him or anything. Nope, definitely not. Regardless, while I doubt I need to tell you this, he is of the convocation. Take care that your actions do not hinder his work. And with that, we are free to make our way to Pandæmonium. The nearest that it will take us there is on the eastern bank of Leith. Let us delay no further. Alright, let's head on over to there. First, let's talk to the Word of La Habrea here. Pandæmonium can be reached via the Neas on the island to the northeast. I suggest you hurry before your companion leaves you behind. Oh no, he wouldn't do that. Alright, let's fly on up there. I'm curious how this is going to play out. I've kind of saw some tidbits about like Athena and a couple other things that are kind of going on, but I don't know the full story, so I'm excited to see what ends up happening. Alright, the Neas should be around here. There it is. I had to contain my surprise for the sake of appearances. But is it true that you too have met La Habrea in the flesh? I find you more fascinating by the moment. That's the usual response. Still, I shall refrain from asking too many questions. Secrets will make our journey all the more intriguing. We shall come to know each other in time, I wager, or else why would fate have orchestrated our meeting? In any case, let us be off. Truth be told, this will be my first time beholding the fabled Pandæmonium with my own eyes. Here's to a new adventure, eh? Transport to Pandæmonium? Yes. Oh, right. I think P2N is Vampire Daddy? Maybe that's P1N. I don't know. I remember seeing stuff when this was the latest raid tier. It is much as I feared. The speaker seemed in such high spirits. For a moment, I thought the ethereal irregularity not nearly so grave a portent as I had imagined. Alas, 'twas a fleeting and vain hope. To gaze upon this complex network of chains and wards, the untrained eye may not sense anything wary. No effort has been spared in making this place impenetrable. What a lovely place. Even the finest of masterworks is not without its flaws, however. Someone or something is tampering with the protections. It is working from within, eroding them from the inside out. That's not good. Fear not. There is no immediate danger. I reinforced what protections I could with the moment we arrived. This will not put an end to whatever is occurring, but it shall at least serve to slow its progress. One small victory, though the road ahead of us is yet long. Yes, powerful forces are at work here. The silence in the air speaks volumes. While I did not expect a bustling facility, I see not a single warden. Or warder. Did it say warder before? I swear it said warden. Our first course of action should be to seek one out, wherever they may be. Warder makes more sense though, although warden kind of fits a prison. Either way, let's continue. However, there is something you must know. The magic I wove upon entering requires my constant awareness. That is to say, if we are forced to fight, I cannot risk joining you in battle. Should I lose focus, Pandæmonium's protections will rapidly crumble before the force assailing them. Well, that's not good. Were there any other way, I would gladly choose it, but let us at least be grateful that neither of us is here alone, trapped in hopeless circumstances. If we should fail to find a peaceable solution, then I hope that I can rely on your strength to see us through. Well, my services are here to be offered, be used. I don't remember what that term, how to say that. Of course, you have my promise. This request doesn't come as a surprise, to be honest. Thank you for offering your help so willingly. If weapons are drawn, I hope to be able to lend at least a touch of magical support. Creation magics do have their use in that regard. I had it in mind to use your ether as a basis for illusionary allies that will fight at your side, and that's how we get the other warriors of light. Perhaps 7 shall do, of course. Not exactly an army, but by the looks of you, a formidable band nonetheless. Then so shall it be. Now, what, I wonder, awaits us in Pandæmonium's pitiless halls? Pitiless halls. Nice, first circle unlocked. Talk to Themis, then I'll see if anybody wants to do P1N. I cannot say for sure what awaits us. Let us make ready for the worst, and we shall not be taken by surprise. I guess this the first leg is literally just getting through the doors here. Or getting to the front door, because I think there's 4 of them there. I can't really see from here, but there's at least 3. So let's go ahead and look around here. So, I mean, this is supposed to be, like, basically a jail. Or what did he call it? And he had a name for it. Oh, can't walk over there. Oh, just walk right through. I didn't expect that. I expected there to be an invisible wall. Apparently you can just walk right through. Oh, there we go. Duty finally popped. Let's go ahead and get started with Asphodelos, the first circle. Oh, come on. Okay, good. I thought for a second somebody was going to decline. Oh, right. Who are we facing? Is this Vampire Daddy? Oh, I've seen that NPC before. I'll save them. I must. Nope. This appears to be one of the warders we seek, but I'm afraid it is no state to answer a question. That goes way too fast. How do you expect me to read that? Oh, let's see what this guy's got. Summon warriors from beyond the rift. Order of the Condemned. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. Let's go. Oh yeah, my ping has been really bad. Or was really bad earlier today. So if I play terribly, that's my excuse. Okay, so that's on the right side. Probably, yeah, he's gonna do it on the other side too. Need to watch and make sure I don't need to swap. Yeah, it's a raid wide. Come on, skull, don't drop it on everyone. Okay, I'm not gonna do that since the sage uses the shield. I forget how they the shields stack. But I think sage shields might stack with the warrior shake it off shield. Okay, I don't know what to do here. Okay, so this is orange. Looks like it wasn't supposed to be on orange. Ah, I see. Okay. I have a heat stack, so I need to go on the cold stack. And then I need to go on another heat stack. There we go. And now I've got hot spell again. Looks like I'm main tank now. Oh, I didn't even notice the other guy died. Use Fortify for the tank buster. Wait, you can put the Blackest Night on someone else? What? I did not know that. Maybe I misunderstood what happened there. Oh, I've seen this before. See, everyone's on the orange, so I'll be on the orange, yeah. Okay, now he has hot on. He has flaming balls, so I'll stand on the blue. Okay, he's gonna hit that side. Oh, I was accidentally on the right place. Oh, he's probably gonna hit out then. Considering this... Oh, nope, it's like that. Okay, cool. Hope that stack. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those shields did not stack. Yeah, he's putting Blackest Night on me. I did not know you could do that. Oh, let me move over. He's got it orange, so let's stand on the blue. This can't be the whole fight, can it? That was really easy. Mechanics only take a second. Also, he has a red mask. Whose mask is that? I didn't notice him wearing a red mask before, but I saw it on his head there. Anyway. Let's keep going. Let's talk to Themis. That was a thrilling display, and if I may be so vaunting, the warriors I spun from your aether fought even more splendidly than I had anticipated. I suppose they were cut from an excellent cloth, after all. We should wait until this man regains his senses. He wears the robes of a warder, and I would be very curious to know what drove him to attack us sight unseen. Berlin. He stirs. What came over me? It's coming back to me. My mind was filled with a storm of desperation, anger. I leapt at you, though I knew not of your intentions. Pray accept my apologies, and my thanks. Had you not knocked some senses back into me, I may have fallen upon someone less capable of defending themselves. I am Eric Thonios. Eric Thonios, a warder of Asphodelos, Pandæmonium's highest layer, and the place we're in now. One must wonder why you were so desperate to keep us out. What is happening in Pandæmonium? The creations interred within Asphodelos have been set free and stalk its halls to no end but violence. Well, that's not good. That is not good, to say the least. Has this ever happened before? No, never. Each level of Pandæmonium is under the charge of a key ward, who keeps strict control over the most minute aspects of their domain. They're selected with great care, and their loyalty to Master La Brea is absolute. Yet something has gone terribly wrong. Try as we might to hold the line, the chaos within is overwhelming. I hardly realized that I had become separated from my colleagues. I remember a chorus of whispers assailing my senses afterwards, only flashes of rage and fury, then blackness, from which I awoke to find that whatever had overcome me was gone. I see. Your senses have been muddled by magics that affect the mind. Perhaps the self-same ones that saw you separated from the other warders. Whatever had taken hold of me, thank you for releasing me from its clutches. That you've come here from the surface must mean some word of our plight has reached the other outside world. If you know anything that might help, pray tell. Horror among horrors! So Pandæmonium's protections are indeed being dismantled from within. By the same individual or individuals that released its captives and set them upon you, no doubt. Such knowledge avails us little, however, if we cannot ascertain their identity. Themis, was it? You said you worked for an organization under the auspice of the Convocation. Were they to receive word of what has transpired here, what measures would they make? Doubtless, they would consider this place to be a lost cause. Pandæmonium ties to the outside world would be severed, or perhaps it would be wiped from existence entirely. As I thought, were the creatures to escape into the outside world, there would be untold carnage. The words of La Habrea would never risk that, despite what value the research subjects may hold. All the more reason to work with haste. If we can't expect further help, then it falls upon me to save the others. I'll not leave them behind. You would go alone? I won't leave the other warders to face certain doom. I know they fight for survival even now. They wouldn't abandon their duty. They would see the creature return to their cells at all costs. And so I must do the same, Themis. I know the request I'm about to make of you is a monumental one, but please, say not a word of this to the Convocation until I've given a chance to set things right. Forgive my rudeness, Erictheon, but my decision cannot be swayed by emotion. You would only be consigned yourself to an early death. Strength of resolve alone cannot win in the face of overwhelming odds. That being said, our investigation has only just begun, and we would be remiss to turn back ere we've made an exhaustive survey. So, for the time being, there is slightly more than resolve to rely upon. Well, yeah, I'm here now. I knew you would be all too eager to join us. Each moment since you fell from the skies has been more interesting than the last. More and more you remind me of my dear friend, which goes some way toward encouraging me that this matter will yet reach a satisfying conclusion. So, you agreed to help? For the moment, our goals align. The protective magics of Pandæmonium yet hold, so for the moment, time is in our favor. Let us proceed upon the course you and Brilliant have set us upon. Themis and Brilliant, yes? Thank you. The warders owe you a great debt already. We shall be glad to have someone familiar with Pandæmonium's halls by our side. A party of 3 is ever so much more entertaining than a pair of 2. Now, let us turn our attention to rescuing your colleagues. Perhaps it would be wise to approach the gates, in case any have followed you out. Alright, any crit materia? Yep, always grab crit.